Good morning! Welcome back to a new video. In this video we're gonna show you our process, or kind of like our steps, the way we're going through making our own merchandise. We took on the decision that we want to do it ourselves instead of letting a company do it. It's just more fun, it's more economical, it's better in every way for us. So we're gonna show you all the things that we've gone through. We actually wanted it done by Christmas, which is a long time ago. But we were really chasing perfection. So let us show you the first prototype example of what we did. Okay. So we're about to print out the first logos on our printing paper, on our sticking paper, what do you call it, transfer paper. And we're gonna try to do our first t-shirts. So let's press print. Let's hope it works. It's €1 per one sheet of paper.
I mean, that is not the scariest part.
Yeah, if it breaks, it's a waste of money. I put accidentally 2 pieces of paper in. That scared me. I thought it split in half.
It's taking its time.
It's really gonna take a while. It has not even shown up. Oh, there it's showing up. No?
Okay, there you can see something.
It's because it's really saturated
Okay,
color.
looks good. Let's go stamp it.
That much. They all suggest to do
to
stick it on with tape, heat-proof tape.
There's no returning.
Time started counting a bit earlier. I pressed play after a bit early.
It's okay.
Should be done.
Okay.
And leaves a giant blob. Doesn't come off.
So,
can you get it off? No, that's full down. Yeah, well, in all the excitement, we did not pay attention if it's upside down or not, and put it on upside down.
Yeah, first mistake. I mean, first mistake. It can only get better.
Can you take it off?
I don't think so. And we also realized that it's printing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Something we did not want.
It's pretty strong though, I must say.
Okay, well.
Okay, don't stretch them too much.
We thought that this whole journey of printing our own merch is gonna be much easier, and there's not many steps that we need to follow. So we had the heat press, so what we needed was the paper, as you saw, which is this paper over here. And that did not work as expected. We wanted colorful logos such as this one, and to get this result we needed the print paper, as I showed you this one. So what we did, as you saw, we sticked it on all nice, but what turned me off really much, and I really did not like it, is that you can see the see-through. So we had to cut it. So David said we just have to cut the whole thing. So we just have to cut every single letter out and the pupil and everything. And I said that is not gonna work if we have many orders. We cannot sit and cut every single letter. So what we got, you're gonna see now, is a cutter. I think that's how it's called, the CNC cutter. The problem is that this paper is not working with a cutter because the cutter doesn't have a laser. So if we print on this paper the colorful logo and then we want to cut it out, it has to have a laser, otherwise it does not know where to cut. So we did not do research. We could have bought a more expensive one for 100 extra euros, but we did not research they're good enough. But it was actually much better because, as you saw, this one was washed 3 times I think, and it is cracked. So that's not something we want to sell you, that's not something we would like to wear ourselves. So that's definitely not something we would give you for a cost. Like that is like trash. That's nothing good. I don't know what this one is used for. That's really expensive. It's also €1 a sheet. So we assume that that's good quality, so that would stand a lot of washes. It says high quality, so I do not know what that is for. It's probably for a t-shirt you will never wash. And it's not like we wash it on high temperature. We wash it regularly like we would wash any other t-shirt. And this t-shirt here is never washed, and if I just pull it a bit, it just does that, like without even washing. We were considering maybe that the t-shirt is old or that my jumper is old because it is secondhand, but even on that case, like you cannot just like like we did not trust this one. So let's go see the clips. We did some research about some other stickers, so let's see all of that.
So it's 12 o'clock in the night, a bit after midnight, and we are working here. It's the night before Despina's mom Birgit leaves. So we wanted to show her how the printing, more or less cutting, works of the t-shirts, and want to give her one, make her one. It's the first one we're making, so let's hope it works out. We have done some trial runs. As you can see here is a bit of a
some pieces.
Yeah, mess we've been testing the strength of it. Very strong, so it's gonna be a really good print. We have gone through many different products of testing what is the best. Some of them, you know, we have tested that just rip off or rip on the clothes. Awful. But we have come to a really good product and we're gonna test it out. So this is the first time we're gonna try to use it. So let's cut.
Spaceship.
It is like a spaceship. Take it away from me.
Good?
Horns filled up or not? Oh yeah, we need to play around with some things being
Yeah.
filled in. Because this like would be easier just to have some things filled in more. It's not ink. It's. Do you want to leave it like that, Desi?
Let me take that off. No?
Okay, take that off.
Was soll ich noch abmachen? Das
Take out the horn maybe as well.
The horn is nice.
Because there's lines. So that's the first ever printed t-shirt.
Yeah.
And Despina even added it, like there was a bit of a spot
There was
there,
something.
dirt. So she added it hard, which you cut by hand.
I hand cut it, yeah, it was a bit stressful.
So yeah, it came out like pretty much perfect. So yeah, that's the job of the cutter, that's the job of Despina.
Yeah. But that was not the original design. It has like lines.
Everything's cut out, yeah.
Yeah, it's all like that, but we're not sure, might like it, might need something.
Yeah.
So it's not the full, but
We just
yeah.
left it because otherwise the thing you take out is waste.
Interior, yeah.
But like this, it's a bit more useful. We'll see. Maybe we can make the
Yeah.
design a bit better. You know, leave a bit
Something
more
we'll
space
do,
for the
yeah.
eye. We can redesign it, but it's a progress. We have a few days to get it finished and up online.
Get it up, yeah. Okay.
And start producing because this is gonna take a long time. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have late nights.
Every time you think it's finishing. Okay, now it's finished. He keeps going.
Here was our first attempt. We did not have enough pressure, enough force going on the blade, so it did not cut it enough. It cut it enough for us to peel one out, but the second one, supposed to be two here, and the second one is pretty much missing. We could not see where the lines are because they're just not strong enough. And then I did squares by practicing how strong it needs to be, so I got my perfect cutting pressure. And then we cut some out, as you can see.
Yeah, and then we
stick.
Yeah, we printed new ones again.
We cut
the same. Yeah.
Once we don't print anything.
Yeah, okay.
We cut the new ones out. Turned out really nice, but we were peeling it like this, so it looked correct. But when you put it on the clothes, it goes other way around. So we have to mirror it, and we forgot. We did it when we tried it previous time. We did it, mirrored it,
Because
everything.
my mom said it.
Yeah, she reminded us. We know that it has to be mirrored. We just forgot. In this case, we forgot. So yeah, we're gonna try it again, and hopefully it all works out. Hopefully the cutter cuts it perfectly fine. So let's do an area test by checking where is the cutter blade going. Go up and away.
But it looks cool.
Let's do another one. Okay. The rest comes out pretty easily. Go down. We went for a completely different option, as you saw, which is something more higher end brands will use. Instead of using print on the t-shirt, they're using this, which is a really long lasting. This is actually a German brand, and they're being used by a lot of companies like Nike, Adidas. They're using exactly the same fabric, so you're gonna find that on high sporting brands. It has a guarantee. It should last as long as the t-shirt itself. So when the t-shirt's starting to fall apart, then the logo should fall apart. It all of course depends. Hopefully we don't have it too skinny. As you saw, the first design is quite skinny, so we might improve on that. On the next design, we might make it all a bit more fatter. We need to make it a bit more easier to peel some of the places. But the strength of this, we wanted to test what's the difference. This is a cutout from the one we're using now. So if you're trying to break it into pieces, it requires insane force to break, to make this like breakable. And if you let it go, it more or less goes back to its own position. Of course, I'm putting insane force. You will never break a t-shirt with full body force. So it's really hard to break. And then we have this one, which is the first option we had. This is with the back sheet. In theory, you know, that's supposed to be the protective sheet.
Sticking on, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, it just... I barely put any pressure on it, and if you break this, it breaks really easily. And then if you unstick it and do just the sheet, you know what you're gonna get on just the t-shirt. So yeah, here's the sheet. It looks more or less the same, a lot more thinner, but if you try to peel this, you see what happens. It's really...
It's not even comparable.
Really bad. I just broke €1. This one sheet is €1. It's ridiculous. The other one costs per meter. The only problem with this, if you want to do multicolor, you have to do it multiple cuts and then align them and stick them on. Which you could do, it's just more time consuming and more work for the machine to cut out two different designs. But for now we're sticking with single color designs, so we should be fine. Unless in the future we want to upgrade our designs, but then it should be no problem. I think we can do 2 colors, 3 colors, of course not too many.
Pew, pew. What do you think, Pew, Pew? Is it nice, Pew, Pew? No, that's not nice. Do you like this, Pew, Pew? Okay, that's not nice. Thank you, Pew, Pew. Thank you for your help. Before we end this video, I wanted just again to say that it's very, very fun for us to do it ourselves. Just also to make sure that everything works on the highest quality that we want. I mean, of course, other companies would also do it high quality, but then the profit for us is not as much as doing it ourselves. And it's also fun to go through the whole process. For example, we had 5 months, I think, where we're going through every single step, trying to figure out things, figuring out the t-shirt that we're gonna be using. As you can see, we have a lot of options. Over here we have the ones that we have chosen, which you will see in the next video as printing the final logo. Yeah, we have gone through some choices, and that's been a very, very, very fun experience for us. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the launch, which is gonna be really, really soon. It's very exciting. As you can see, here are the t-shirts. We're not gonna show you too much, but you will see it in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye bye!